Hey, great Thursday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville. And let me say, what a weird type of day. First of all, I want to say I wanted to apologize for this morning being very, very short. I was definitely not feeling well this morning and actually kind of felt a little bit cruddy throughout the day. And it's just one of those days, guys. I don't know if it's my PMS hitting in. It's just one of those days. Let me say, I did. I mean, I did accomplish get a lot of work done today. I'm still figuring out where I'm supposed to be sitting. I did accomplish a lot of work today, but still, mega tiring, tiring. And but it's good to be back. And I'm not going to say that I am at 100% tonight, but hey, I'm here. He's queer. Get over it. Used to it.
You're queer now.
No, I said he's queer.
Oh, I'm not. I mean, you might.
And today we have Roman from the Roman Perez live show. Roman, how you doing, man?
What's up, dude? Doing good. How you been?
And
Well, obviously feeling like crap. I'm thinking it's your jet lag from all your travels to. Where did you go? Colombia.
Colombia.
You had jet lag, even though it's the same time zone. Maybe is it the same time zone or like an hour ahead?
Well, the only reason that I think that there might be something to it is because while in Colombia, I did fly out to Cucuta, spent 2 days there, flew back to Bogota,
Mm-hmm.
and then spent that night there, then flew to Cartagena, spent the night there, then flew back to Bogota, spent the night there, then flew back to Miami, to Monterrey, and then back here. So maybe there's something to it, like it's finally all catching up. You know what I mean?
Is it a higher mountain elevation in those cities? Yeah, and you're coming down to sea level. Yeah, almost sea level. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Supposedly, Bogota, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Bogota is on like a little mesa type of thing, a plateau. So it's high up there. And let me say that we didn't only stay there. I actually did climb. Went up to Montserrat, which is one of the highest peaks in Bogota, where they have this amazing cathedral, the Cristo Caído.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. And nos vamos en teleférico. I actually posted a video up there.
Did you visit Pablo Escobar's grave? I mean, I'm assuming he has a grave somewhere.
I actually tried to look for wanted posters because a lot of people wanted his wanted posters. I could not find any. And what I did find, I couldn't get because by then I didn't know. A friend of mine who's having a birthday wanted one of those posters. And what I did find was a T-shirt that had a Pablo Escobar on there that looked like a wanted poster. So I thought maybe, but I didn't get a size in time. So yeah, it didn't happen.
Okay. Next time.
I do plan to go back to Colombia hopefully sooner than not. Again, had an amazing time, got to see a lot of people. And then I went to Chinacota, which is a rural little town in the center of Colombia. And I also did a little bit of mountain climbing. I had never done that. So
on a bike?
No.
Well, I mean, you could have done it on a bike.
No.
Did you investigate the bicycle trails over there? I'm sure they have great bicycle trails in Bogota.
I struggled enough getting up the stairs. I'm sure as heck not going to be carrying those bicycles. But since you mentioned bicycles, let me say that Colombia is where our city commission got the great idea of having ciclovia and bike lanes. And let me tell you, I think I saw one person in a 14 million. 14 million. I saw one person on bike.
You should have worn a Rose Gowan City Commission T-shirt all over the place. I'm sure she's famous over there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, especially since she cured diabetes here in the city of Brownsville.
Yes, and I mean, they probably she's kind of like Columbus, and she discovered ciclovias in Columbus and in Colombia, and they know her over there. I bet you. She's famous, world famous.
Hello, mi amor, Papa. Yes, I did miss you. We got to get together, have lunch too. Love you, Papa.
Really?
Yeah, that was
really.
Nina, hermosa, mi amor, hermosa.
Upside down? I don't know what that emoji means.
It's like, what the hell? Good evening.
Nope.
I didn't listen to the whole board meeting. So, did they say anything about sped kids not wearing masks? I messaged Eddie to ask, but he didn't reply. Uh, I'm not sure in regards to the details, in regards to special ed. Maybe somebody can refresh me. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see the meeting, but I know that there's a difference between special ed kids and 504 students, and there's going to be an opt out as long as you have a doctor's note that doesn't require you to wear a mask. But I'm actually concerned about that because there'll be potential bullying and scarring for students that don't wear a mask. And they might be told, hey, you don't wearing a mask. And people are going to ask questions like, what's wrong with him? Why is he not wearing a mask? Or her? Why are they not wearing a mask? And then you're going to, target them. And then maybe HIPAA violations, who knows? Potential.
Yeah, that's what Snoopy's saying. I watched the meeting and superintendent said that with a medical note, the sped students can be exempt from wearing a mask. Otherwise, they need to wear one.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say, personally, guys, I'm just tired of all this mask wearing back and forth. With that said, I think that anytime you're going to, but again, I'm tired of it because I spend most of the time by myself. As crazy as that may sound to a lot of folks out there, I mean, I was in Bogota, Colombia, and I spent most of the time by myself. And so I don't care for the masks, personally. I do not care for the mask. I'm in my office all by myself, not going to be wearing a mask. Not even when people come in, I'm going to make sure that they, stand somewhat at a distance. I got hand sanitizer at the entrance of my office. I got hand sanitizer once you sit down at my long table here. So I'm not wearing a mask. With that said, I think anyone that's going to spend 6, 7, 8 hours in an enclosed facility should be wearing a mask.
I'll disagree with that.
Okay.
Because I think it should be your personal choice whether you wear a mask. I don't need government telling me. I think we're responsible enough. We raise our children responsibly enough. We have teachers that are responsible. They want to wear a mask. They should choose to do it. I don't need the government telling me that to wear one.
Well, my thing is, and again, I agree with you 100%. I don't care for the government to be dictating to me what I can and cannot do. Mm-hmm. With that said, again, it's like wearing a seatbelt. If you're in a car, you need to wear a seatbelt. And let me tell you, I was against the seatbelt law, 100%. I don't think that government should interfere in regards to me being in my car, if I should be wearing a seatbelt or not. That's just my opinion, guys, 100%. The difference is that when you got 30, 40 kids in a classroom, it's not just your kid's choice. I mean, they're making a choice for the other 39, 38 individuals. And it's not the same thing. And I'm going to disagree with a lot of people out there that are saying, well, it's the same thing if, they go to Walmart, they're at HEB, they're at the mall. I disagree. I go to the mall. I go to HEB sometimes, Walmart sometimes, and I never spend more than 20 minutes there. I'm in and I'm out. Mm-hmm. Sure, I don't spend 8 hours there. With that said, I think that I can respect a business if a business says, look, Roman, we got businesses that say no shoes, no shirt, no service. Mm-hmm. They're a business. They can opt and dictate what who they're going to serve and who they're not going to serve. So I'm going to respect any business out there that says no shirt, no shoes, no service, no face mask, no shoes, no shirt, no face mask, no service. More power to them. It's a matter of choice.
The reason in focusing on the school district and why I don't think that we should be having them wear a mask, it's not because I don't use a mask myself. I do sometimes when I feel uncomfortable. I'll wear a mask if I go out. I'm fully vaccinated, whatever that means. But how are we going to, if it's all about the safety of the student, why are we not suing the governor for virtual learning? It's not about local control because that's the argument the school district is making. A lot of people here are probably like, you got to local control matters. But you're some of the same people that are saying the TA needs to come in and take over a school board because corrupt. So which is it? Do you want local control or do you want TA coming in? No. That's one argument.
I don't trust these people for local control. I don't trust the BISD board, and I don't don't trust the city commission for local control. And I mean, it gets to that point. I mean, where were we at with local control when Sylvia had control of the board and the county and the city? I mean, what about local control? Are we supposed to not adhere to the federal government? They come in and sweep down and say, you know what? It's a big no-no for you to be pocketing money. It should be going to the people. But look, I understand completely. Again, I will not wear a mask. I'm not going to wear a mask while I'm out walking around. I'm not going to wear a mask in my office. I'm definitely not going to wear a mask while driving the car by myself. I mean, guys, stop doing that.
Yeah.
Not going to do that. But again, if we're going to enclose my child into onto a campus with 40 other huerquillos, and I'm sorry, I want to make sure. And I'll give you an example, Roman. I went to the preachers conference in Colombia. That was one of the reasons why I went, and I rented my hotel room, and I got contacted by one of the organizers, and they said, "Hey, Erasmo, we'd rather you stay at the hotel that we rented for the event." And I said, "I already rented my hotel." And they said, "Well, cancel and rent one of the rooms. We'll rent you one of the rooms here at the hotel." And I said, "Oh, okay." I canceled. I canceled my hotel. I said, "Okay, I don't want to sound like an afrentoso. I don't want to sound like I'm very uppity." So I get there. I pay my $65 or something like that. I don't know what it was for room and food and all this other stuff. And the food was great though. And then they put me in a room with 6 other people. And I said, no, 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 no.
Hasta luego.
Sorry, guys. I did not go to sleep. I decided to go sleep in the foyer up at the front desk. I pretended like I was on my computer most of the night, and I just did the sleeping thing there. Because let me say, guys, I'm not going to be locked up in a room with 6 other people at close distance, close range, because I know that I've been taking care of myself. I mean, I've done my tests and they've come out negative. I don't know what those seis peludos on there are, if they've protected themselves. Why should I expose myself in a small little room with 6 people who are out there snoring and breathing and probably spitting and throwing all this stuff in the air?
Right.
Why? I mean, and Roman, I'm sorry, it's the same thing in the classrooms. Do you want your child who you protected, who you made?
Oh no, I don't, and I want virtual learning. I'm with you on the virtual learning. I'm with everybody wants virtual learning, but the problem that we have here is we're not fighting for that. Our governor, I know some of you don't like the governor. I'm not a huge fan of him either. Don't get me wrong. The governor has put a special session item where you can talk about virtual learning, so we can have virtual learning for everybody, for those people that want to escape, so that they don't necessarily have to have everybody wear a mask, because there's pluses and minuses to wearing a mask. I don't want to get your show banned by YouTube or Facebook, so I won't talk into that. But if you're in favor of virtual masks, each and every one of you need to call Alex Dominguez's office and tell him to get his butt up to work in Austin, so that the House of Representatives, your House of Representatives, your representative represents a good chunk of Brownsville, can go up there and actually do his job. But instead, he's in Washington, D.C., I guess, getting ready to run for Congress because he's living out there. He's been there a month. Why is he up there? Get his butt to work and fix this virtual learning situation before we start school. Because I think Frankie had posted something about one of the schools in Corpus that I know very, very well, Tolosa Middle School District. I think he posted about 200 cases of children having the pandemic. I'm not going to say the word because then you might get banned. There's a small school district. It's maybe less than 5%, slightly maybe 3 to 5% of the student population have the pandemic now. And why? Because they're a year-round school. So that's probably going to happen here. But, let's start this. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's get virtual learning. We can do it. If Alex Dominguez and Armando Mando Martinez, who's a Wasaco state representative, some of these Democrat Valley Democrats, get them to work. And talk about voter suppression. Get them to work so they can give you virtual learning, and then we might be able to solve the problem.
But what really, and look, Alex Dominguez is a friend of mine.
Not mine.
But this crap is just bull crap. I'm sorry, guys. If you out there a supporter of Alex Dominguez, it is bull crap that your state representative, our state representative, is out there pandering for DNC money to run for Congress, guys. It is pathetic. It is disgusting and pathetic for someone who should be working for their constituents in Austin, Texas, because none of these people were voted for to go serve you or me in Washington, D.C. None of them. They should be in Austin, Texas, fighting the governor, fighting the state Senate if they need to, fighting amongst each other. But They're out there in Washington, D.C., pandering the DNC for money to run for a different office. That's bullcrap.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, I agree. People should have a choice, but the choice should be virtual or face to face. Because let me tell you, Roman, I don't care what anyone says out there. No one that is going face to face in our schools, no one is going to keep be wearing their face masks, are not going to be protecting themselves. They're not going to use hand sanitizer. Look, the district's already distributing outdated material to clean their classrooms. Expired crap already.
Wow.
Already. I mean, did they learn nothing from last year? Do they think people are not going to find out that they continue to hoard a lot of the stuff in warehouses? And when they finally do take them out, they're all expired?
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, shut up.
No, bitch, shut up.
Thanks. I'll tell my parents. I'll let my parents know tomorrow. However, one doesn't want to send him. She wants homebound. Everyone should be homebound. Wow.
But there's a difference for homebound and virtual learning. Homebound is for students that are in bedridden in a hospital bed in a bubble for like 4 weeks. That's a different classification. I think if they're 504 students and they want to request it, we should fight for it. And I think our school district needs to look into the potential of doing it. Right now, they can't find the wiggle room, but we as a community can help them and find the wiggle room for them for virtual learning.
¿Qué te pasa, Charty?
Hey, Shark.
Love you, Charty. Quesito, glad you're back safe. Thank you, Jenny. It was an amazing trip, but I will say that I'm still drained. And I think yesterday was the hype of being back, and then all of a sudden today I felt like,
Pobrecito.
hey, it's Jelly, hermosa. Hello, Erasmo. Hey, Dora. Why can't the kids that have the vaccine be exempt if they want? Again, I think one of again, I'm not a medical professional. I just pretend to be one. But I'm going to guess that part of the issue is that even individuals that have had the vaccine can become carriers. And my whole take is, Roman and John, is that we really don't know what even taking the vaccine actually means. We really, really don't. I mean, we haven't had enough time to let the science play out to say, this works, this doesn't work. You're going to grow an extra arm. You're going to get cancer in 5 years. Guys, we don't know. Honestly, I mean, can anyone out there guarantee us that there will not be repercussions to taking the vaccine now, here in 5, 10, 15 years?
Nobody can do that, especially for our kids. I mean, there are legitimate healthcare professionals in our community who do not recommend taking that thing for XYZ reasons, because your child may have an underlying health condition that precludes them from being able to take this thing. It's safe and secure. I'm going to use the mantra that I don't want to get Erasmo banned on Facebook and YouTube, but it's just insane that people want to mandate. And then our county judge wants to give out $50 for people. And it's like, what about those students that cannot take the pandemic shot and can't take it, and they meet the qualifications, but their parents have? Can you? And that happened to me. So can I get my $50 even though my kid can't get it, and my spouse and my family? This give us all $50 because they can't take it. It's not fair. It's not fair, Erasmo.
I want $50.
I want $50 too. You don't even have kids though.
I'll take it for me.
And you got 3. You got 3 vaccines. Hey, Janie.
I agree with Roman. As a person with severe asthma, wearing a mask was decreased by luck. And you know what, Jenny? I think one of the things that I think that we all have to take into account, there's going to be exceptions to every rule. We cannot be as stringent as a lot of people out there. I saw a meme, guys, which I was laughing at, and I wish I would have shared it. I wish I would have copied it. But there was this overweight individual, and again, nothing against overweight people, Roman. Sorry.
I know I'm fat because I'm fat. It's okay.
You are fat, but it's okay. There was an overweight individual on one of those little carts that they have at Walmart and HEB for the people that have issues walking, and wearing a face mask and telling this skinny young guy going like, you should be concerned. You should say no, you didn't.
There's a lot of, I'm just wondering, are we going to start mandating, what kind of vaccines are we going to start mandating? We're going to mandate everybody get the HPV vaccine for our girls because we think they're going to be sexually active, mandate that. We're going to mandate the flu shot, mandate every single shot that, right now are optional. I'd like to know that.
Well, I take any vaccine that they give me for free.
Yeah, but nothing's for free because big pharma is making a crap ton of money because somebody is paying for that vaccine. It's not for free.
Well,
Nothing is for free.
my
For free.
insurance, I got
Oh,
I got the shingles vaccine. They said, "Oh, you qualify for the shingles vaccine. You want it?" I said, "Hell yeah,
how do you qualify? You're not even old.
the shingles."
Yeah, I thought you had to be like 65 to get that stuff. I don't know. I'm not a medical expert. I'm not a doctor, so
You just pretend to be one.
no, I'm not pretending nothing. I don't want you to get. I want to get, dude. I'm serious. YouTube banned Senator Rand Paul, who is a doctor, by the way, got banned because he talked about masks just this week. So, don't want that to happen to you.
I I love Rand Paul's hair.
I think Rand Paul is one of the two best U.S. senators we have in our country right now.
I I like his hair.
I like his hair.
But let me. Yeah, I agree, Janie. And again, there's going to be exceptions to everything. You know, it's going to be exceptions to every rule out there. There's got to be a little bit of flexibility. But again, I wouldn't send my kid to a classroom with 30, 40 other kids that I have absolutely no idea what type of hygiene they're being using.
Are you saying they're mocosos and they're dirty? They don't wash their hands and they don't take a shower? Is that what you're trying to say about our children? Our
that,
children?
that was a good sound effect there.
Well, I don't even know what it was. Okay. Children.
But my kids are in life skills, so no one makes fun of them. No one makes fun of them. No one will tell anything because I will give them the teacher stare. Oh my God, I've seen your teacher stare. Let me tell you, that's wicked. But that was not the question asked of SPED students. They asked, what will they do with the SPED kids that don't want to have masks on or don't understand life skill students in particular?
Yeah, that's why that's one of the reasons why you don't necessarily want to have a one policy fits all of a mask mandate. There's no necessary. And by the way, Erasmo, as I shared with you earlier, one of my conservative friends pointed out that any of our elected officials or politicians that are openly violating the governor's order 38, you can actually report them to some sort of commission, state judicial commission, and report them, and maybe you can file your grievance finally that you've been wanting to file. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm at, Roman, I'm at that point where, guys, if people want to continue to get screwed out there, I mean, more power to them. More power to them. You get what you vote in, and this is what it's voted in. And again, guys,
look, I don't want them to be suing. I respect our elected officials. I do. I like some of them, not all of them, some of them. And I just don't think that we should be spending money suing the governor when we know we're going to lose. The governor is going to have the backing by the Texas Supreme Court. A lot of these cases are going to go before them. I'm going to slap them down and say, you can't do that. The governor supersedes. Sorry, you messed up. And then what are they going to do? It makes them feel better because I feel like, so, not necessarily just in Brownsville, but some of these little school board trustees throughout the state are little tyrants and they want to do something. We got to do something. And so because our hands are tied, we can't get virtual learning. I still haven't gotten a straight answer whether virtual learning is being said you can't do it or the state is saying you can do virtual learning. We're just not going to give you money for the students. So if it's about the students' safety, like some of these superintendents are saying, well, I don't mind if I get punished. Well, if you get punished, what about the safety of the kids? If you really truly care about the safety of the kids, it's not about the money. And the mask thing, it makes no sense. It just doesn't. That's just me.
let me say is that we get what we voted in, and let me say one of the things that they did discuss today was how they were going to join these different school districts and sue the governor of the state of Texas.
Right.
Let me say, guys, don't be fooled by these little antics, which again I agree with Roman, are going to go absolutely nowhere. Nowhere. It's just for show, guys. It's for show. And I was seeing a lot of people out there. Oh, the school district, they're going to file suit. Guys, O'Hanlon, remember, O'Hanlon is already filing suit against Governor Abbott because he represents these school districts in lawsuits. So it's all for show, guys. He's already filing a lawsuit. That's why they added, we're going to enter into with these other folks. It's not them. It's O'Hanlon who's already doing it anyway.
But just to be fair, and these here BIST, it's a flat attorney's fee. It's a flat rate. So we're not gonna. He's not gonna make any more or less money from us.
No,
Maybe. But no, I did, and I even told you that I think yesterday when we were talking on the phone, and I said, is O'Hanlon, representing some of these other school districts, and you told me I think he is, but
yeah,
it's really interesting that O'Hanlon is representing all these school districts, and I guess
yes, it's going nowhere.
it's not going anywhere.
Nowhere. Chavelo didn't answer the question. Also,
Okay. What question do you want me to do? She said special needs. Like anybody talk about special needs? I'm saying special needs and 504 students. If you get a doctor's note, you'll be able not to wear a face mask if the doctor says that. There's going to be an exemption. What else do you want me to answer your question? Sorry.
Yeah. Again, 18 kids in a life skills class is crazy.
Yes.
Too many.
But and you really think you're gonna wear a face mask? Is that your problem, or what's your problem? Like they're more likely not gonna be able to wear a face mask. You're gonna have to yank it on them because they can't. They need to wear a face mask if they don't have a doctor's excuse, right?
I guess, guys, it's getting. You know what? It's going to be so unenforceable anyway. Mm-hmm. It's just impossible because what's going to happen if anyone goes out there and tells a huerco, you gotta wear your face mask, then you better believe that mommy and papi are going to be coming in that afternoon and say, "Oh, the teacher yelled at my angelito and my angel. He's such an angel." Mm-hmm. Yeah. But a grocery store is different than a school because I have the right to go to a different store if I don't want to wear a mask. School is mandatory. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to disagree with you. School is optional. It is choice because you could either take your kids to BISD, you could take them to South Texas Independent School District, who is having virtual learning. You could try to find a different school district out there. So there's a matter of choice. And look, John, I agree that there should be choice, but they should be choice across the board, not only in regards to the face covering. And again, people have that choice. And when I posted the choice for individuals, to follow suit with the city commissioner, as that I shared, people could enroll their kids in Austin or in some other district. I can't remember which one it was that I posted. But again, guys, Dallas. But again, that was because people should have a choice, and people could homeschool, or people could get enroll in one of these K-12 programs that TEA already has a list of. That's going to cost you absolutely nothing, and you can keep your kids at home. People need to have a choice. I agree with that 100%. To all the parents, let's their kids go out.
That's true. I don't. We don't really go out. But that's just me.
It's a matter of choice. ¿Quién ganó en IHOP? The heavy set one.
What, he sat on something or what? Was there a fight or something? What happened to IHOP this time?
You didn't see the fight?
No, I only saw the Denny's fight. This is new to me. Like they're moving around Fight Club or what?
That was the IHOP fight.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
That damn pancakes, bro.
Yee.
Crazy stuff. Pinguina didn't bring up the situation. What happened with a sped class of 18 kids? And to add on to that, a class of 35 students, social distancing, impossible. And again, Snoopy, one of the things that I've had the privilege of seeing is a lot of these classrooms. And a lot of these classrooms shouldn't have 35 students. I mean, they shouldn't have 20 students. They are so small. And I'm sorry, having 15 to 20, 25, 30 students in a small little confined area classroom, guys, where you don't even know if the teacher has been protecting themselves from COVID-19, guys. Because there's a lot of teachers out there that don't want to have the little bubble cubicle, that want to not wear the face mask. Again, guys, their choice while outside the school, not if being enclosed in a crappy little room that shouldn't fit more than 15 people, but you got them jam-packed with 35. Oh, keep them home. Don't cheat on Manny, Roman.
How am I cheating on Manny? Manny or whatever. It was up. Hey, Nadia.
Good evening, Nadia. I did hear that she's bored something that has fed me, that there is a back order on gloves. Why the heck did they wait for so long to order PPE?
China, maybe? China, or whatever, however the former president said is.
Expired gloves. If we just have a 2-week shutdown, it will all go away. Then If we all wear a mask, it will go away. Then if we don't send kids to school, it will go away. Then we will get the vaccine, it will go away. It's not going away. We cannot give up our rights because of a flu, which is, by the way, who the hell is getting the flu anymore? Well, I took the flu vaccine because it was free.
Somebody paid for it though. It's not free. Somebody paid for it, bro.
So I got my shingles and my flu vaccine at the same time. But let me say, John, I think that one of the things that everyone was doing at the start of this pandemic was it was a shoot and miss type of situation.
Yeah,
they were trying to hit and miss, and unfortunately, that they didn't hit much. You know, it was a lot. It was a lot of learning curve. My bigger concern is why haven't people learned from last year?
I do agree. Wow, some people are agreeing with me. I feel special today. Thank you.
All right, guys, we got to end this show.
That's it. It's over. And we haven't even talked about the immigrants. Wait till we talk about them. Ooh.
I do agree with Roman on that. Dems need to get back to work. They left this whole virtual thing high and dry. They claim they're for us, but really they are there for themselves. 100%. You're correct. Not Roman. You
Not
are.
me. Oh, okay. All right. Get.
The first week, let's see how it goes in school.
It's not going to go good, guys. It's not. I mean, look, everybody gets sick. Whether before this pandemic, people got sick. If you're a teacher, you got sick within the first 2 weeks of school. Everybody gets sick, and you're gonna go to the doctor, and they're probably not gonna give you an antibiotic. It's just a virus. It's a virus. Let it run its course. They're gonna tell you a virus is gonna virus, guys. It doesn't matter what virus it's gonna go around. That's its job. It wants to live. It wants to live in you. So they're gonna get sick. Doesn't matter. Some gonna get sick. Fine. They may not even have it. You know, some people might not even be symptomatic. I mean, they'll be asymptomatic, but they'll have it.
Let me share with you my concern.
Okay.
One of the things that I've read today is how, we are at almost maxed out in regards to ICU rooms throughout not only the Valley, the whole state of Texas. My concern is what's going to happen once we start, jamming 600, 700, 800 students onto a campus. 1,000, 2,000 students onto a campus. What is going to happen? If at the moment, right? And I'm not advocating to shut down schools. I want schools to happen. I just want people to have a choice. Because if you send your huerco to a classroom with 20 to 35 other kids out there, and the kid contracts COVID-19 and is suffering some of the symptoms, it's on you, people.
Yeah.
It's on you. Because you have a choice. And that is what I've been saying all along. I mean, I've been saying the same thing that John's been saying, but John's been saying it a little bit, on the not nice side. I've been nice about it.
He's trying to get you in trouble with Facebook. I guarantee it.
Well, because I'm trying to prepare to run for office, so I got to be nice.
Oh, you're going to run for Congress? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to go to Washington like Alex, your friend?
Yeah, I'm going to go
try to get money?
From money from the Dems and the rest.
Go to work, Alex. Go to work. I mean, how many people don't go to work and they get paid, guys? And that guy's getting paid. Don't think just because he's high in Austin, he's not getting the $600 every per diem. He's getting paid. How many of you all don't show up for work and you still get paid and not have vacation time? How many of you all do get that? And he's also an attorney. Is he representing clients right now?
I'm sure someone at the office.
Maybe. Go to work, Alex. Go to work.
In my opinion, parents should be given the option to continue having virtual instruction to their children if they choose to. I agree. School districts will wait till January 2020 to open schools for in-person. I agree. People should have a choice. Just give people the choice to do virtual. I mean, they've already bought the hotspots, los puntos calientes. They already have the computers. They were already reimbursed for the computers and the hotspots, Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Continue. I mean, didn't they say that they had this most amazing virtual learning program plan out there? Well, start using it, but they don't.
Well, I had this question. I have no idea who that is. The city of Brownsville got $68 million of pandemic money from the federal government. $68 million, and $20 million was spent on broadband, and some millions and millions of dollars were spent on drainage. But the purpose of that money was really, really for the pandemic.
Right.
So why did they use that money on that and not save money for the pandemic? And maybe, just maybe, we could have used some of that money to give to our local school district in order to pay teachers to be able to do virtual learning. If, again, if that's the case, the reason we don't do virtual learning like other school districts is because we can't pay our teachers because we don't have the money. But that could have been a joint venture between the city of Brownsville and then Brownsville ISD, which is the largest employer south of San Antonio. We could have done something like that, but no, we have to have broadband and we have to have drainage downtown, and because we need to fix drainage downtown because it's such a problem in downtown, and that's federal dollars, not Elon Musk money. That's not Elon Musk money.
What do you think of the Cyber Symposium in South Dakota? Let me say, guys, they're crazy.
Ooh.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
I want my pillow, though. Do
Enough.
you have a pillow? Do you have one of those My Pillow things?
No.
I love how he wears a cross everywhere in his little ads. Like, I have a cross. I'm like, oh, he's Christian. I'm nothing wrong against Christians. I'm Catholic.
Go, guys. Let it.
I just want to
The election is over. Stop wasting time focusing on the past election. Start focusing on next year's elections.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm sorry, Republicans. Get your crap together. Stop fighting amongst yourselves. Stop being pieces of crap, and really start to prepare to fight to get back the House and the Senate. Because let me tell you, one party controlling all three branches is a disaster, and we're living it. And I fear for this country 2 years from now, a year from now. I fear for this country if there isn't checks and balances in regards to at least one of the houses be taken back by the Republicans. Simple as that. And again, it's not a pro-Republican stance; it's a pro-America stance. Because I'm tired, and I feel very, very concerned as to the direction that this country is taking under the Biden-Harris administration. Very concerned.
I mean, we have open borders right now. You have Secretary Mayorkas coming down, listening. I guess he came to Brownsville. I don't know if he actually went to McAllen, where the problem is huge over there. I think he did. I think he went to both cities. They're not necessarily checking people for the pandemic as they're coming in. They made a deal with Laredo that don't if you check them, you're responsible for them. So you just let them go to Dallas and let them go to Houston, and let them go to Austin. We had a spike of 900% of migrants that they did test, not the ones they didn't test, the ones that actually 900% increase in the pandemic. That's insane. But that's open borders policy. And they're saying, I heard Judge Richard Cortez, who's the county judge over in Hidalgo County, on one of the local radio stations, KRV. He was saying, well, the problem really isn't illegal immigration. It's really legal immigration. That's the problem. Like, well, not necessarily, because they're flooding the legal immigration or whatever because they're claiming they're migrants or whatever they're claiming. Let's just send them back. Under Title 4, you send them back. We were actually doing that before when the old guy was in office. No, now we're not doing that. So you can. I think there's an actual correlation with the amount of increase in spikes in the valley because we have so many hundreds of thousands of people who have done that. I think it was 100,000 just last month in the valley. How many football stadiums, high school football stadiums, is that? There's the ranchos that like the ranchos your favorite. There's how many cities and towns in the valley don't even have 100,000. That's half the population of Brownsville came in last month of migrants, illegal immigrants, undocumented immigrants, whatever you want to call them. That's insane. That's crazy. That's really, I think, a huge problem because our Border Patrol, our ICE agents, our CBP agents, they're interacting with these people who are sick. And where do they live? They live here. They live in the Rio Grande Valley. They shop here. They live here. Their families, they interact. Their kids are probably going to be going to school. Some school districts already started school. So we have a real big problem. But hey, we had Secretary Mayorkas down here. Took a picture with your buddy, my lawyer, and your friend, Trey Mendez. It's awesome. You sent a picture?
Trey's my friend. I haven't seen it. I don't care. Trey is kind of, Mayor Mendez is kind of funny. This morning he comes out with Fox News and, another interview, discussing border crisis. And again, I mean, what is he saying on Fox News that they want to have him on anyway? I mean, first of all, the mayor and the city commission here in the city of Brownsville negated that we even had a problem. They said there's no problem, nothing. They some might come in and then they immediately ship out. It's not true. We have a big problem, And it's not just Mission, Texas. It's not just people under the Ansalduas Bridge. We got a big problem in Brownsville, and it's going to get worse, guys. It's going to get worse, especially with Biden-Harris administration that is out there welcoming people to come into the country, guys. And let me tell you, I was in Colombia, and the first night that I was there, guys, there are hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans in Bogota, hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans that are headed this way, hundreds of thousands, guys, from Venezuela. One of the guys, what goes up to me like, oh, well, you got to give me money for food, and we're like, why? Well, you understand? I walked 26 days to get from Venezuela here to Bogota, and I said, like, that's my fault. I should be concerned or care why. I'm sorry, guys. It's not that I'm a heartless person. I just don't believe it. I didn't believe the guy. I didn't believe that he had walked 26 days to get there. Their goal was not to get a couple of bucks for myself. Their goal is to come to the United States alongside 999,999 other individuals to come knock at your door. And to all the people out there that are going like, well, that's how can you say that? Well, you open your door to these people. You let them in and let them, sleep in your children's bedrooms. And why is it that you want them to sleep in our bedrooms, but you won't take them in yourself? Good evening. Good evening. And that's what really frustrates me, because when we're asking for the resources to be used for the greater good, because that's what government is. The resource. I want those $68 million. I want the $168 million that went to the district, 135, something like that. I want that money and the $68 million to go for the benefit of the community as a whole. But I don't want the money going to benefit the people that have entered this country illegally. I don't. I'm sorry. It's not a humanitarian thing. Hey, let's take care of our people first. And then let's become the benefactors of everyone other in the whole world. Brownsville first, Texas first, United States first. Simple as that. By the way, I'm just realizing.
I'm a ghost. Actually, I'm a ghost. I'm not real. Figment of your imagination.
Let me
We
tell you.
didn't make out though. By the way, I did not make out with you, Erasmo.
No, the only one that was kissing was Roman, and I'm not going to share where because I don't want to get banned from YouTube.
Oh no, then I'm close. Hey Snoop.
Good evening. Glad to see Roman.
Hey Pop.
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it.
I'll still be delirious. Keep your kids at home. Period. If you were so worried about hygiene, showers, and shit, Janie, I agree. But I agree. If you're concerned, you should have a choice. Keep your kids at home. Homeschool them if you need to. I mean, ask for virtual learning. But my concern, Janie, and look, my concern is, why aren't people that are upset about this? Why aren't they taking action? Go homeschool. Go research. And one of the constants that I get is, Erasmo, how do I register them into Austin? I say, you call them. Guys, I'm not going to know what every single district out there is going to ask you for. I don't know what the K-12 program, I don't know what homeschooling programs throughout TEA website. I don't know. I don't have kids, guys.
Isn't it like a waiting list to get into Austin ISD? I heard that rumor yesterday.
I think that there was. Let me tell you, Roman. This is what I think is trippy. I think that there wasn't a wait list because our city commissioner registered her child in Austin. I don't think there was a wait list. I had another friend who registered their child in Austin, and all of a sudden this morning or late last night, it was like wait list. And I think what happened, Roman, and I might be completely bonkers, I think that they filled up pretty quickly. I think they were getting calls from everyone out there. That's not Roman, that's Maggie. I miss you, Maggie. I'm not vaccinated. Sue me. Danny, boy, get vaccinated. ¿Y qué onda con Jessica? Moving forward on fighting agreements. I know she's Roman's friend.
Oh.
Haven't spoken to my attorneys yet. We'll see what happens. So are teachers going to have the 10 quarantine days? New teachers, no. What is up with the changes in the school schedule, guys? One of the things that I tried to share, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, was how the handbook had been changed from uh, possibility to a must, to an option to a you have to. And a lot of people missed out on that because, again, guys, as long as you're not paying attention, they'll do whatever the hell they want to do. 923, like that sucker, guys. If you're on
Oh
YouTube,
shit! Oh, sorry, super French. Sorry, I had no idea who was 923. Oh no,
guys,
it's 9:45 right now. Sorry.
y'all have, I got 57 people, 50, 51 people on YouTube, and I've only got 13 likes. What's up with that, guys?
It's my fault for causing you to be behind it, Oswald.
Like that sucker. South Texas IZ has virtual learning 6th to 9th grade full year, 100%.
Hey, but what about 10th, 11th, 12th? They don't matter.
Well, I'm going to think that they think that these people can make better choices. Have they seen a lot of our? So high school ends at 4:10, but teachers clock out at 4:25. How are parents supposed to pick up their kids from middle school?
The bus? Does a bus still work? No. They're gonna clean the buses.
No, they're not. Wait, mask mandates will eventually go away because these laws. No,
Oh,
we're going to win. Not a doubt in my mind. Everyone else will fail. Will lose. Look, if that wasn't the case, guys, do you really think a federal judge would have, put his 2 cents in? No, there's no chance it's going to pass. I know how they went to the elementary, meet the teacher for how many wanted the mask. They should go to the middle schools tomorrow to schedule pickup to see how many want vaccines for Monday. Not many. Chavez is the superintendent, not you, Roman. Me estás matando, but
who's Chavalo?
You don't know Chavelo?
Chavelo, sorry. Yes, but I didn't. I don't. I thought I looked more like Chavelo than the superintendent. So that's why I thought you were talking about me, bro.
Yeah, he's just not following the leader. There should be no mask mandate. Parents are responsible for keeping their children safe. Teach them to keep the mask on. Sanitize. Wash their hands. Keep them. Yeah, they're not going to do that.
Wow.
Kids are not going to do that. Chavelo is the superintendent, not you, Roman. I mentioned this in regards to the comment from earlier. Chavelo equals Rene Gutierrez.
Thank you for clarifying it. I thought you were still calling him like the turtle guy. He's not. Like, I don't know. I don't know these nicknames you have for people.
I call him a lot of things.
Okay.
So what really happens if I don't send my kids, I call South Texas ISD, and they only have room for high school? Can I be charged with truancy? No. They might threaten you with truancy, but no court is going to hear that.
But maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that they don't even get counted present until they show up or absent. So they're going to be considered no-shows. They might try to knock on your door and try to find you to convince you to go. But you can say at that point, I'm homeschooling, which you can. And if you're interested in homeschooling, there's the Texas Homeschool Association. They're an organization out of North Texas. You Google them, find them. They give you examples of what you can do for homeschooling your kids. There are families in Brownsville that do homeschooling. You can communicate with them and help your kids if that's what you want to do. And you can also do virtual homeschooling. There's many different options you can do if you don't want to send your kids to school. I'm not advocating one way or the other. I still believe virtual learning is the best option. I think we can and should be able to do that because everything's going that way. I think you said that before, Erasmo.
Well, I'm going to disagree with Roman. I think that nothing out there, guys. Nothing is better than face-to-face learning. Nothing. I think it is the best. With that said, do I think it's safe right now for everyone to be out there in the classroom? No. I don't think it's safe. But again, I'm not sending my huerquito to the classroom. You are. So make a choice. Either you're going to send them into a classroom with 35 other huercos who are not going to be wearing their mask. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care who mandates what. Or you keep them at home and you homeschool them, or you enroll them in one of these programs out there. It's just simple as that, guys. If not, then send them to class. K-12 is not free. Nothing in life is free. K-12, well, I might have read it wrong, but they said that they were going to build the TEA. I might be wrong. I thought it was free. But again, that's why everyone should research. Do a little bit of research. Do a little bit of research. And again, I'll do my best to share information.
Mm.
I don't have any kids.
But I mean, I don't forget that K, which is kindergarten, is not required of students. It's not, you can not send your kids. They can start at first grade. There's no requirement of kindergarten. So if you have a kindergarten student, they don't have to necessarily go.
Yeah, keep them home. As a mom, I take care of my daughter, but does everyone think like me as a teacher? I have 30 plus students in every very close proximity in my room. Some students don't even have insurance. If they get sick or get other sick, we need to protect the people in this predicament. My safety, my daughter, my safety, my students are important to me. I mask. If masks can save anyone, why are we against it? I wish people giving the opinions would walk in some of our shoes. And I agree. Again, let me say, guys, in a closed proximity as are these classrooms, guys, I would say the best option is to wear a mask. With that said, it's not going to happen.
But what do you think the mask is going to do for students when they're wearing different types of masks? Some people will be wearing masks that are made of cloth, and you can kind of see through them. Like, are we going to be judging them? Like, oh, you can't wear that mask. Wear this mask instead. I know I had a friend of mine who has I think a first or second grader that went to meet the teacher night yesterday, and called me frantically saying the desks are like right next to each other. They have plexiglass up here. I mean, they're practically going to be touching each other's shoes. And I mean, if somebody sneezes, it's going to maybe potentially get on their shoes and land it and bring it home and then get getting all sort of paranoid. People are more becoming like me, a germaphobe. And it's kind of weird. Like, stop becoming germaphobes, guys. That's my job, not yours. So stop being germaphobes. But they're going to be together so close. Hopefully the school district went through and did the air conditioning stuff and filtering system to help it, but they're going to be right next to each other, and that little plexiglass ain't going to do much. Just as
guys, please don't become
the mask.
Yeah, folks, please don't become Roman.
Yeah, don't. Not worth it.
As classroom, one of the things about idea, Reverend Patty, I don't know if you've been following my page. Just this week, they've already had like 10 people test positive at idea.
Wow.
It's just started. And let me say, guys, again, my concern is the number of individuals in the ICUs. Again, guys, that has always been my concern. I've always shared and I've been consistent. I don't care about the positives. I care about the people that are dying, and I care about the people that are jamming, packing our hospitals out there. Those are the people I care about. But again, guys, if you feel uncomfortable, good evening, my man. If you feel uncomfortable in sending your child onto a campus, keep them home. You have a choice. Keep them home. And in order for you to get what is going to be the best fit, do some research, guys. And again, I don't mind being asked. And guys, if I have the answer, I will share it to you. I have no kids. And none of my kids are going to BISD. Most of my nephews and nieces are out of BISD. They're out. They just got tired with all the crap. They're out.
They're at St. Joe's, right?
My nephew.
The basketball?
Yeah, he had gone to, it was in Los Fresnos, partially because of the bull crap that goes on at BISD. And then now is at St. Joe. So got to get me a St. Joe shirt soon.
So you can wear it to Peru and not bring it back? Or what?
So I can take it to Peru and leave it there.
China.
I know 2 teachers that are at school this week while their kids are at home with COVID. That's horrible.
That's not good.
Not good. My kid is going to an elementary for the first time starting in kindergarten, and they're having 21 kids per class. Where's the separation between kids? It's not going to exist, right? And if you're concerned, keep them home. Erasmo Sharky! Jimmy!
Hey, Jimmy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jimmy. Happy birthday to you. Come to my office. Let's do lunch, Papa. Pepper and Patty, that's because those parents are brainwashed. I thought Roman was Sharky Bruto.
I don't look like Sharky at all. Sharky's going to be offended by that. I don't care.
He should be offended.
He should
So,
be
what's
very offended. I don't care.
mortality rate of COVID-19 versus the common cold? Getting sick or die trying? Uh, Again, I'm going to most definitely say that they much greater. But with that said, guys, it's just a year and a half old. Well, 2 years old. It's
But
2 years old, guys.
but Doc, one, what version, what variant are we talking about? Are we talking about the Delta variant, the Gamma variant, the Lambda variant? Which variant are we talking about? Because not every variant is created equal.
Not everyone knows the Greek alphabet.
I don't know either. I just think those are the ones that we've already had or having right now. The Lambda is the one in Peru, so you need to like be careful. That's where you're gonna go in like 2 weeks, right? Don't go. That's where Lambda is at.
I'm going in
If-
3 weeks.
Oh, and then the Lambda is the fraternity for the Revenge of the Nerds, by the way. Lambda.
No, we do not have separation. I'm a teacher and have a class of 30 plus students. It's very difficult, 100%. Because he already knows it's going to go down south. The moment you go to meet with the teacher and they advise you to go sign up for a laptop, they already have Plan B in motion because they know it's coming. So sad the children have to get sick or worse, die so that they can see this. And look, I agree with Carlos Ortega Carlos Olvera to a certain degree. Look, guys, let's be prepared. Let's be cautious. And let's not no, ¿cómo dice el dicho en español? Pero precavido, pero no lamentar, something like that. So agree with Biden, and broadband is part of the infrastructure. Wow. So agree with Biden. Let me say, guys, I'm going to say this, and this is all bullcrap. Every single time the federal government, state government, the local government, school district starts talking about broadband, it's a bunch of bullcrap. Because if they were very serious about it, guys, we'd already have it. We have the technology. We have the capability to build the first world's bionic man. Steve Austin will be that man.
I
Better
thought he
than
was dead. Wasn't he dead already? Did he die?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
He
I
might-
don't know. He might be. No, I was talking about the America Rescue Plan. That's not the infrastructure plan that was, passed by at least in the Senate. That 1.3 trillion.
3 trillion.
Yeah, there's two of them. There's the 1.3 trillion or 1.7 trillion, which is the smaller one, and then there's the 3.5 trillion dollars that really has nothing to do with infrastructure. It's some reconciliation that Nancy Pelosi wants, and the weeds. Don't worry about it. It's just a lot of money that we can't afford.
Now,
A lot of money.
But what can we do? The Dems control all three houses. They're going to get whatever the hell they want.
Not necessarily. There's some moderates in the House of Representatives who are a little scared about voting for some of this money because they may lose. I mean, look at somebody like Vicente Gonzalez. He spent $650,000 to win re-election and barely won by like 6,000 votes against a Republican that wasn't well funded. And the Republicans in the state house in Texas are going to redistrict that seat so that a Republican can potentially win that seat. And so, does Vicente Gonzalez want to lose even worse by voting for some of this stuff? Maybe not. Or maybe somebody like Henry Cuellar. Also his seat probably going to be redistricted a little bit. Does he necessarily want to vote in favor because he's a moderate blue dog Democrat? And does he want to risk re-election voting for some of the crap that Nancy Pelosi wants? Not necessarily. So
it's crazy. I don't know.
Okay.
At the hospital, making COVID patients with non-COVID in ICU units, they're packed, super packed, Sharky. Or Roman, I'm not sure which one you were. Big Daddy, but it's causing us students and it's causing U.S. students and jobs. Idea is just as bad as BID or even worse. They don't require teacher verification. Parents don't seem to understand that they are brainwashed. Everyone's brainwashed. That's right. Secure our elections or they will be in control forever. It's not crazy if you know anything about hacking. Let me say, let me say, Todd, look, if there's anyone that completely and totally believes in regards to voter fraud out there is myself. Something that we've been talking about for decades, if not years, Todd, in regards to how the corrupt political machine here, they harvest votes, they buy votes, and they sell votes, Todd. There's no one is, I don't care what anyone says out here. I think that a voter ID card showing ID to vote is on point. people need to show an ID to vote. I don't care what Alex Dominguez or Eddie Lucio III say. Let them show an ID. We show an ID for everything else. Now, what I was trying to say, Todd, not necessarily that no corruption occurred in this past election. I'm saying just let it go. It's over. Start manning up. Start fighting the system. Start coming together and finding ways to take back at least one of those damn houses.
Yeah.
And stop fighting them amongst themselves. We don't call them illegal. It's dehumanizing. We call them undocumented. We don't.
I'm not very woke. I'm very asleep. I sleep a lot, right, Erasmo? I sleep a lot. I'm not very woke.
Let me say, Aaron, illegal.
Or migrant. When the heck did it become migrant all of a sudden? God. When did we start calling everybody migrants? Like they're not migrants. The migrants are like our family member, our ancestors that lived in the valley that would go to Illinois, Michigan, work the field. Those are migrants. These are not migrants. These are illegal immigrants.
It's funny because people call them like, illegal. They entered this country without the proper legal documentation. They are illegal. And
when they're like the county judge Richard Cortez was saying, they're illegal because they show some sort of document and we let them in, and then they have to come back, and like even though 85% of them don't actually come back because then they become illegal at that point, but they were legal when they came in. Give me a break. We're in our front line are inundated with so many people. They're just like, here's your card and leave, go away, leave us alone. They don't have the ability to turn them back because our administration is more worried about ice cream. Our vegetable in the White House who gets lost going up a freaking sidewalk. Did you see that, Erasmo?
Yeah.
He was on his freaking sidewalk and they told him, go this way. Like, no, he's going under freaking grass because he's a vegetable.
Everything should be placed from the previous year to distance learning. School districts were able to set things up pretty fast with no previous experience last year. So now with a year and a half, there should be really no excuse for not giving parents an option. I agree. People should be an option. If Colombia is so great during your vacation, why are those people you are mentioning willing to take this long trek? Because what I stated was, and I'll say this again, Colombia is beautiful. It's green, it's luscious, there's mountains, there's waterfall. I didn't say that it wasn't a poor country. It is a poor country. It's not a third world country like Roman thinks.
It is a third world country.
Isn't it's a very
totally
maybe
second world.
Have an amazing transportation system. It doesn't mean that they can provide for individuals that are coming into their country or for their own. And a lot of these places, they cannot. So again, as a country, it's beautiful. It's amazing. Go. But do I want to live there? Probably not.
But they have bike trails and they have ciclovias. Of course you want to live there. It's just like Brownsville.
Yeah, but they have diabetes.
Oh, chihuahuas.
They need roads. U.S. first. People who are trying to do things right and legally first. 100%. You have kids. You just haven't legally recognized them. That is a story for another show. Think
about how much money the coyotes are making by all these thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people coming across, and where's that money going to? The cartel. And what do you think the cartel is doing across the border? Bringing in a lot of good stuff like drugs and meth and that good marijuana that you can only find in Mexico, maybe. Who knows?
Yes, yeah. You do have the choice to make somewhere with better. You do have the choice to move somewhere with better internet. Yeah. But I don't think any city here is 100% a virtual city. They try to do it, I think, up in Austin. Some school district. I don't know if it's San Antonio. It's not going to happen, guys.
Are you falling asleep?
I'm just tired. Oh my God, it's really real. Some Erasmo and Roman did die and went to California. Love you. I agree with you, Erasmo. Nothing is better than face-to-face instruction. What the district needs to do is ask TA to change teacher-student ratio. 100%. But again, this district is not a leader. This district is followers.
Erica, I'm curious. That's the number that are registered that we think are going to show up for class on Tuesday, right? And not necessarily that's how many are guaranteed are going to come on Tuesday. I'm curious what the numbers are going to be. I mean, if my understanding is they rearrange the administration where certain people are now in charge of different things lower because they're afraid maybe that enrollment is not going to be as high and they're not going to get as much money from the state because people may not send their kids to work, send their kids to school.
By fall, we'll be shut down again. I agree with Erica. And I wouldn't even say fall. I think as soon as the school year starts, I would give us 2-3 weeks, and there's going to be a lot of confusion going on because there's going to be no space in our hospitals. 2 to 3 weeks. IDEA has 75% of their students from Matamoros. They're going to jam pack their classroom because they will not allow money to walk out of their doors. Yeah. And let me say, guys, they've got their buses ready to pick up individuals just as soon as they cross over from Mexico. And again, look, guys, as a business, more power to them. As endangering our community, shame on y'all. Have we seen proof that the air conditioning has been upgraded yet? No. I'm taking my own air purifier to put around my desk. I'm hoping that you don't get told by administration that you're going to have to remove it, because that is one of the things that they did make mention, that no one could have anything that would bring fear or caution to students in the class.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
There is no normal sick anymore. It's all COVID. COVID. Party at Ranch next Friday. I'm there.
Have you actually ever gone?
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh.
Times. Let me know what time, John. I will be there. Jimmy, ¿qué te pasa, Jimmy? Just today, 3 cases of IDEA. Yeah. How can we even feel our kids will be safe in the classroom with 30 plus kids? Us parents should be given a choice. If we want children to go virtual, at least K to 6th grade. Yeah. Question: what will happen if someone in the classroom were to test positive? Last year, they had an option to log on virtually and to their assignment asynchronous. No virtual, no class. Again, I don't think that they've thought this through. Because honestly, Roman, what's going to happen to a classroom when you got 3 or 4 kids that test positive? Everyone's going to quarantine. Are they then going to start doing virtual?
I don't know. Your friend Robledo said that we have to ask Jason, at the BISD board meeting last week. So I guess maybe we should ask Jason or Jesus, whatever he said. I swear I heard Jesus when he first said it. I swear. If you have any questions, ask Jesus. But he actually said Jason. Maybe.
Hey, what's up, Dad? How was your vacation? It was amazing, Mendoza's. Love you. Carlos Olgas, what's exactly what I said? Teacher told me, Mr. Garcia, how did you know that? Porque el vato sabe, papi. Más vale prevenir que lamentar. That's the expression that I was trying to get at. Es mejor prevenir que lamentar. And that's the only thing that I hope that this district actually takes into account. We want them to prevenir. We don't want them, or us as a community, all to lamentar. That's the one.
All this time, I had no idea watching Charlie Brown that Peppermint Patty could speak Spanish. All this time. Wow.
See, you need to give Chris Cuomo the boot. Yes, 100%.
Fake news, CNN.
Chris Cuomo is an idiot. I don't know how anyone, guys, it's all theatrics for that piece of crap. All theatrics. Yeah, he's got to go.
Like Fredo? Like Godfather Fredo? Sorry.
I didn't say you had to go like that.
I don't know. It's just like, what can we call him Fredo? You know,
like,
he's all theatrical and Fredo. You know, Fredo's very theatrical.
Yeah, the classrooms are not truly at 25 plus students. That is the projected enrollment. We are waiting to see how many truly show up next week. After class count will happen next week. I think the district is in for a big surprise. Todd, agree with the hacking. Yep. I agree too. Roman should be your sidekick. Boom, chicka, wow, wow.
Hey, that isn't Robin like gay now, and I'm not gay, so I can't be Robin. That's what he's now. No, he's bisexual, and I'm not bisexual. Did you hear that? That Robin's not bisexual? I had no idea all this time.
Roman is very gay.
No, not very gay. Not even close to gay. You only wish.
Incredibly gay. You know the Robin to your Batman, but we are well versed out in education about the city and school district politics.
Because I'm a genius.
Roman is a very smart guy.
I know I'm very much a genius. I really am. I don't care what people say. I really am. I've been tested. I'm Mensa. Not Mensa. Mensa.
He is a mental.
No.
If we let it go, it will be too late. Bye bye, Philip. No, no. Again, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Biden is the president. Let's not continue to go back into, oh, yeah, let it go. It's a done deal. I mean, nothing is going to happen with Biden getting removed. Let's start focusing on the next election and make sure that we're able to avoid a lot of the same mistakes that we permitted, we as the people permitted to happen this past election. Because I agree with you, Todd, 100%. Corruption did steal the election. I don't see any way that Biden won that election. No way whatsoever. I mean, not even in a bizarre world. But again, my concern focus is always on the local level, guys. Here.
Local control.
Yeah. Great show. Please come back, Roman. Ya me aburrió Erasmo.
Well, you see, I had no idea she speaks Spanish. Wow.
Very true. I love you guys.
Cool.
What's up?
Dude, I gotta go. I gotta talk to you, Elizabeth, about what's going on over in Kingsville. We gotta talk. We'll have a late night talk or something.
Love you, Elizabeth. Guys, we were supposed to have a special guest on tonight, but he did not make it tonight. Maybe he'll make it tomorrow night.
What happened? Did he get the pandemic or what?
Oh, it's one of our students who
I didn't know that.
had a double lung transplant because of COVID. And he wrote out, he put up an op piece, and I shared it today. And invited him on, and was supposed to be on tonight, but didn't make it. But again, that's okay, guys. You might make it to some other night. So I hope he's well. I hope he's okay. And I do appreciate. I did follow the story when he was in San Antonio, and I wanted him to share even more stories with a lot more of us.
Well, God bless him. God bless him.
Great guy. You got my number. Hasn't changed.
Cool. I will call you.
Not anywhere that I can find. Roman, any last words?
No, not really. I think we said enough, and I still Monterrey's kicking butt. They won yesterday. Congratulations! I told you to go to the game. Don't come over here. Go to the game. But they're gonna. You should go to a game. One of these days we'll go to Monterrey and go to a game together. One day.
I'm game.
You're game or you're gay? Are you admitting you're gay or what?
No, you're gay.
No, I'm not gay.
Very gay.
Yeah, no, you.
Super gay.
Thank you. Very true. Not very true. What's up? Okay. That's it. We're caught. You caught up. Congratulations. No last words. We're good. I'm good, man. You got last words or what?
I got last. Protect your kids by voting for the right people. Amen, brother. Voting people that are really actually going to care about what's actually going to happen, transpire with our kids, instead of how much money they can pocket for themselves.
No. Well, you know what? Let me give you a last word. Call Alex Dominguez's stupid office and you tell him to go to work in Austin to stop living off the public dole and getting his money while he's over in DC.
I didn't read this one. Sorry.
Right.
You would know if there is a truth that Elon Musk is considering sending you both to space. I think Roman was the one that was next on the list.
I don't think I could make it. I'm so fat now. I probably wouldn't even fit in the rocket.
You are fat.
What a colorful.
Like
rainbow colorful? Is that what you're saying, Sharky, or what?
What a colorful show. we had a gay old time.
I'm sure you did. I didn't. You did.
Roman's very gay.
You're so gay.
Paulson is a beacon of truth. Fox News minister of propaganda. Let me tell you, I think there is no faker at Fox News. There's no faker as the journalist than Tucker Carlson.
But he's not a journalist. Who said he's a journalist?
Opinion writer, opinions, whatever it's called.
He's an opinion writer. I like him. He's cool.
The guy's.
He has good hair.
So fake. His hair is amazing.
He used to have bow ties like you.
Amazing guy. He doesn't do bow ties anymore.
I know.
He's so fake. He is fake. Fake. That laugh.
He does it on purpose. And I want to be very clear. I'm not saying he lives off the public dole like every day to make a living. He does work, but I'm saying public dole because I know someone's gonna say he has a job. I'm like, no, he gets paid money by the taxpayers to be a state representative, and he gets paid money each day per diem and stuff. So
I am going to have myself some taco Doritos.
what are those?
You never had taco Doritos?
No, never heard of them.
You never heard of taco Dorito?
No, what did it look like? Tell me, show me.
Let me show you. I actually have a bag.
I want to see the taco Doritos.
Taco, you never had taco Doritos?
I don't think I've ever seen them. I like the old Doritos that used to be like in the white bag with like Chavez 70s look graphics because that's all they could afford. Or was it when Jay Leno was the spokesperson
It was
for Doritos? Is that because I don't know?
it's on this board.
Let me see. Oh yes, those are the old style Doritos, like it used to be. That was even long before Jay Leno.
These are amazing. And they're
I gotta get some.
man, and it's so mega retro.
Mm-hmm. I'm right now. I'm addicted to like trail mix stuff, and I was gonna say nuts, but then he might be like, "Oh, cause you're so gay." But that's what I've been eating a lot. Those are my snacks. Are nuts.
Roman is very good.
I'm just wanting you to say that because you're hilarious.
Guys, have a great evening. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Era salsa Rio. So these are amazing.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
wow.
these are amazing, guys. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, guys. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. If you still believe in all that stuff, guys, your choice. Your choice to send your kids to school, keep them at home, do something different, guys. It's all a matter of choice. You have the choice. You have a right. They are your children. They are not anybody else's. Guys, be good to each other. And please, please, please continue to be good to me. God bless.